So you can wear them on the boat and then to the bar. Yep. Great tagline.
Great
tagline we use.
You said that before.
And I think that one came from Brooksy. Yeah. He needs to wear his ones to the bar.
Welcome to TFI Uncut. Today I'm here with the LXD boys. We've got Danny, the GM, and we've got Jayden. What's your role again?
Market manager.
Anyway, I nearly got that out. Righto, boys. We are very stoked to have you here. We have obviously teamed up for this year's events. We've obviously also aligned with what's happening on King of Kings, and we're absolutely pumped to sit down for you guys and chat about what's happening with the brand and what's on the horizon.
Sick. No, we're absolutely pumped to be supporting TFI. As you know, we're pretty new in the fishing industry, but we've got some incredible stuff going on, and we've got some really good ambassadors and supporting some grassroots material. And we can be proud and be a part of it.
Cool. So you guys are pretty new in the industry. You've been around, 3 or 4 years now?
Yeah, about 4 years with LXD. So our main company, LIIVE Vision, we've been around since 2002. So we've got a good 22 plus years in the industry. We've built ourselves in surf.
Yeah.
We've gone through surf. Within that, natural progression in business as it goes. We've built different sort of segments within our range. Within surfing in particular, it's like I grew up fishing with my dad every Saturday, and he was a world champion surfer. And
who's your dad? He
Name
might
drop
steal the show.
Straight away, yeah. Paul Nielsen, 72.
Yeah, wow.
He won the Smirnoff Pro, came back and bought a house at Burleigh and a Porsche.
Yes, dead set.
And
your childhood set.
But no, look, it's we've all been in and around the water, and I think the main thing for everyone within this industry is we are all kind of watermen at heart.
Yeah.
And whether you surf, you fish, or whatnot, you've dabbled in either.
Yep.
I think within that, it goes hand in hand with what we're doing in the industry, and what we've learned in particular with eyewear and fishing is it is such an important tool of the trade. It's so like your rod, your lures, your whole tackle, everything that you've got, you're going on, your reels and whatnot. It's like, if you don't have a good pair of sunnies, it's going to hinder your ability to fish for what you want to fish.
Big time.
And that's been a huge thing for us to kind of step into this market based on being a bit more casual in the sense from the surf side, to go, look, all right, we really need to hone our craft here and put our best foot forward. And we've done that through a bunch of different initiatives and people who've kind of aligned ourselves with, but most importantly is the long-standing relationships with our factories, which are coming on 25 years strong. There's people in the factory who have seen Paul Sermon, who's our founder, seen his kids grow up, and they're an integral part of our business as well. And we've got these relationships that go so deep rooted.
This is a local business too, like here.
Yeah.
Gold Coast,
Burleigh Heads, so office in Burleigh Heads. All design still in Burleigh Heads.
Yep.
We do all of our work in Burleigh Heads. The whole office is in Burleigh Heads. We dispatch from Burleigh Heads. Everything still happens in the old original factory.
Yeah.
So
how many guys you got working down there?
we've got about 12 of us now.
Yep.
So we're still quite small for the output that we put out. I would like to have 50, but the directors have a different approach on our wage expenses on that. But so we do the best with what we've got, but we're doing a good job.
See.
Yeah. So no, it's been enlightening and it's exciting, and we're really stoked to be a part of it and start to get some recognition within this market as well.
Yeah. Do you maybe want to talk to us about sort of branching out into the fishing space and the content creation space? And you've obviously
like I kind of just said, it's went hand in hand with us. It's like a lot of surfers fish. A lot of our major team riders within our surf team riders, they fish. We all go on boat trips and the Endo and the Towies, all the rest of it. And when there's lay days, you're fishing.
Yeah.
and
You just catch a story about the marlin just before.
Well, I caught a 6'1" marlin with my old man when I was 11 out of 9 Mile, and I still laugh about this story because him and our neighbour, like Dad and our neighbour, they used to go fishing every Saturday, and I would go maybe once every 6 weeks or something. And they'd caught a couple, like, I don't know, the boat was named Little Jim.
Yeah.
And they'd got a couple big Jims on there, I'll tell you. And anyway, I go, yeah, Dad, I want to come tomorrow morning. And I'm 11. And Dad had caught the last marlin hookup. So it was Steve, our neighbours, it was his turn technically for the first hookup. Next time we went out, I'm 11 and I go, yeah, sweet mate, I want to come. Yeah, we have a little lure party in the garage the night before. We're rigging the rods, we're doing all the stuff. We go out, first rod goes off. Dad, I can't do it. He's thinking it's like a mahi.
Yeah.
He starts seeing the lines just so bent, and he goes, "What the fuck?" And he goes, "Oi, you've got a fucking marlin."
Big come to the top, big jump.
Over here.
Yeah.
And I just looked at Steve, and he hasn't caught a marlin. I felt so bad for him. He's
11.
He's first one in.
Yeah.
Steve's about 60, and I go, "Oh God, I've broken his heart here." Look, I tried my hardest. It took me an hour and 15 minutes, got it in, got the boat, got the photos, all the rest, and I'll never forget it. And it was the best memory of my life.
Yeah.
And I don't claim to be a fisherman and expert, but I'll tell you about surfing, but then I rely on everyone else who I fish with, and they teach me things every day. And Dad taught me a lot on how to fish, and it's not like he's the expert either, but it's just enjoying.
No, it's just getting out there and having a go, and that's the good thing about fishing. You don't know what's going to happen on the day.
Not at all. Like, so the stoke I felt with that was like the stoke I've had in any barrel I've had in my life.
Yeah. The funniest thing about that story is I've got like an identical marlin story. Basically, my first marlin story is the same. Yeah, caught it in shallow water where you weren't meant to, and next minute it's out of the water. You're like, what the hell's going on? Yeah.
Oh, it was insane. So, I guess for me that was my big intro into it. Yep. But obviously, come to work for LIIVE and LXD, meeting the people we've been able to meet and the surfers that we like had initially on our team, that we go, look, we're all fishing, we're all doing these things. How can we evolve the business? It just went hand in hand, and like I said, we rely on those guys and those athletes to really give us the feedback we need on what they need as a tool of their trade. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you need the best of the best. So that's where we've evolved the business from a price point sort of category into a mid tier, into a top tier. And we want to give the best, absolute best product on the market for the best price. And we're proud of it.
That's really cool to hear. Yeah. So you guys have aligned with like obviously some really influential guys in the fishing space, and you have been with them since the start. Are you sort of happy with like how that's all rolled out and those relationships and the impact you're having on the fishing market?
Absolutely. Like Paul Sermon, he reached out to, like, he's our founder and director.
Yep.
And he was watching Matty Schultz's videos.
Yep.
For years, as Matty kind of grew his following, came up and whatnot, and he goes, "Hey, this is the guy.
Yeah,
I need to message him and be like, hey, we're gonna do this."
Had you already like designed something first, or you thought
he had ideas in his head already? And he's a genius of eyewear. He's like probably 40 years of experience. Honestly, he's been around it his whole entire life.
Been in eyewear longer than I've been alive.
Yeah,
literally. Yeah. And so he had the concept, the idea. He was already sampling. He goes, "I'm reaching out to Matty." And he just cold called, like, messaged him.
Yep.
"I'm starting this division and the brand. Look, I want to send you some samples and I want you to be a part of it." Matty is a firm believer of, he's not about a paycheck.
No, he's 100% not.
If that is...
Yeah, the cold call won't work with Matty. There needs to be some depth behind it.
If it's enhancing his experience or like what he's doing and it makes him catch better fish, he's all about it.
Yep.
And if he's about the relationships and the back end that goes with it, he's all about it. So he got a pair of samples And there was no contract negotiation at that point, no anything. He just wore them, fished with them, and goes, "Sold, let's go."
Yeah. So for
And then we go instantly, all right, let's launch LXD, let's do Schultz signatures, all the contract negotiation came after it. And that isn't even his driving force, like not even to a single bit. And then obviously I grew up with Jonny Brooks and they're good mates, Maddie and Jonny. And so we had a bit of a funny co over beers and Maddie was going, "Hey, you're fishing with the wrong things." Like, blah, blah, blah. He goes, just try them. And then Jonny jumped on board too and same deal. It's like, love Jonny to death. He can be a headache to me. But
so for the guys at home listening, obviously Matty Scholes is in this year's event. He's a crowd favourite. He's representing your brand and
100%. And what he's doing, his whole story for this year, it's like it couldn't be more wholesome in the sense. And he appreciates family so much. Obviously, he has his 2 kids and his beautiful wife. And he's a really good person that we're so proud to be involved with. And seeing what he's doing for this young kid, I'm stoked that he got to catch the fish of his dreams. So.
So sick. I haven't watched the film yet, but we sort of got glimpses of what's going on. So anyone who's listening at home, if you want to watch the films, go to thefilminvitational.com, get your access pass for $4.99, and you can watch the films.
Yeah.
This Wednesday at 6 p.m. I think this potty will probably be up by then. But yeah, we're all at the Gold Coast now. We're at the Langham Hotel. We're a day before the Gold Class premiere. We're getting sort of amped up for that to go and watch all 10 films and see what the guys have produced. And obviously you guys will be rooting for Matty and
100%.
Yeah,
Love the Mossy boys, love Matty. It's all...
Just judging off sort of like the trailers and that have come out, what are you expecting from the premiere tomorrow?
I think, honestly, like, I watched some of them from last year too. Like, I've seen a couple of them come through, and there's nothing, like, I mean, from a business standpoint anyway, like, you see someone making really good stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, you want to get to know why they're doing it, what they're doing with it, like, how they're doing it, like, all the ins and outs of, like, their stories and their storytelling, all that kind of thing. And a lot of these boys seem to be able to tell a really good story. And like a lot of what we do, and you know, we're so fortunate to have guys like Maddie and Jonny Brooks as part of our team, because they're just like naturally great storytellers.
Yeah, correct.
And like, I mean, from again, business standpoint and content creation and all that kind of
via
thing.
content creation too. Yeah.
Yeah, via content creation, and like the biggest thing now with everything that people want to see is video.
Yeah.
People want to see cool videos. People want to be entertained. People want to know like the tiny little micro bits that they might miss if you're just looking at a product and you're like, oh yeah, they look cool, but like, why?
I think that's what's impressed us the most about stepping into the fishing industry is how serious everyone takes that.
Oh yeah.
Like, look, surf's great, but like you go into fishing and suddenly you're all in HD. You have filmers. You have all these things going on that we've just been impressed by the quality of content that comes out of the fishing industry, and everyone is so proud of what they release. I think in the social media world, especially with surfing, it's like someone does like the biggest air in the wave pool. It's all like littered through social media on an iPhone quality video that day, but no one's seeing that huge barrier you've just caught, or like what it is. You kind of hold that content to yourself to release it in your own approach, I guess.
Yeah.
One thing that happens in the fishing industry that I guess the creators don't get credit for is that you could sort of set all this stuff up. You could go on this trip or like film all this content, but if you don't catch the fish, you don't have
nothing on
it.
Nothing
Not
a single thing.
Yeah, you got
Just
like
a bunch of dudes on a boat. It's a bit weird.
You're just filming your boat getting put in the water. Like if you are actually trying to make a living in that space, or that's what you're going out to do, like you can,
which is that adds, I guess, to the pressure to get a job done, career, and you go, fuck, if you have bad weather for 2 months, that can really affect incomes and whatnot. So full credit to the boys and what they do, and they're able to bank things up and make sure that they can provide for their families and things, but also provide enough content for their sponsors and all the rest. So look, the professionalism about it's great, and we've been super impressed by stepping in this in the last 5 years.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
Anything else from a marketing point of view you like to add?
I don't know. I mean, like, I suppose for people watching it, they probably want to be, I guess, doing these things with TFI or, you know, making movies and stuff like that, like, you know, Matty Scholes and all the boys do. Like, and I guess the reason that Matty Scholes and Brooksy and all those boys and everyone in the competition, Lossy boys, all that kind of thing, like, the reason they can do all this is because they just, like, genuinely have a love for what they do. And, like, the stuff they create is just good shit.
Yeah.
Like, you can take photos, you can have your big reds on photo and all that kind of thing. And, but, like, just, like, the genuine passion they have and their ability just to make quality shit is, like, it's second to none. So we're super fortunate to have them doing that.
Yeah.
And then from, I guess, you know, a marketing standpoint, like, you can catch someone's attention in the first 2 to 3 seconds when you're casting out and straight away you're ripping something in, or, you know, you're on straight away with a big bang. Like, you're making that moment happen. If you can, you know, figure out how to make those small moments of magic.
I think the thing with everyone we've worked with as well, from a content perspective or team and ambassador perspective, is like, I could tell them something and they'll be like, no, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And it always proves right. Like, it's always great. It's like,
You get that
Even-
even with
even-
Brooksy and them boys.
look, look,
All we ask is a name drop.
Yeah.
Just go,
but also it's like, Brooksy and Matt in particular, but that's where they're such professionals at their craft.
Yeah.
Brooksy knows his audience, Matty knows his. They don't want to put anything out that's not their caliber of product for them to sell themselves on. And so for them to, one, even call out sunnies or just be wearing them and using them in their videos, and it's like a lot of that POV stuff is, it's front and center, and we're like so humbled to buy it, and we go, hey, we've got this huge real estate on these guys' faces that everyone's seeing, but it's not for no reason.
Yeah.
And I think, part of that is you go, look, we can tell you how to make a video and you can just laugh at us, but so we trust you and your authenticity and what you do and how you do it. And if you had a day you go out and you didn't catch anything, they just go to the next.
Yeah, but it also comes back to, like, the quality of your product and your brand and what you guys have done behind the scenes. Do you want to maybe talk about some of these, like, techie things that you said no one gives a shit about?
No, I think on that point, because I probably let Danny jump into, like, the more techie side of it, but, like, on that point, like, it's really funny, like, watching the fishermen, like, obviously, as Danny said, like, the sunnies for them are a tool.
Yeah.
Like, if they've got a shit pair of sunnies on, your day's going to be shit. You're going to be in the water for an hour and have a headache and we'll crack it and go home. But seeing the boys buy in and, like, the feedback we get, and so, like, in the beginning too, like Danny said, like, you know, talking about the different colored lenses and you know, why they should be using different colored lenses for different styles of fishing and all that kind of thing. Their feedback, their buy into, like, wanting to create something, like, obviously, you know, we've got boys would have their own names, their sunnies and all that kind of thing, but, like, getting that feedback from them, and then obviously the abilities that we have to be able to make that kind of stuff, which I'll let Danny go into, but seeing that from them is really cool.
Yeah. Before you go into that, I might interrupt. So, like, the guys listening at home, if you're just like an up and coming grommy or whatever, and you're just like fishing from the shore or the boat ramps or the jetties or whatever, like, when you're in those early stages and you are, like, you're fishing your little lures and that, if you don't have a good set of sunnies on, you can't see anything. You put that good set of sunnies on, all of a sudden you're seeing 10 times the amount of fish that are following your lures.
Yeah.
They're doing all this stuff that you just have no idea it's even happening. And then that progresses through every stage of fishing.
All the rocks, you're doing everything, and it's like, the clarity you get out of a good pair of sunnies, especially polarized, obviously, it's like that's where it starts, but then you work your way up into your glass and whatnot, and that's where LXD builds itself on. But like, we've done, like, the sight casting videos with the boys, and it's like sunnies on, sunnies off, and it's just insane what you see. And as you guys know, like, you guys live and breathe it, but like,
pull them out.
Pull a pair out.
I'm pretty certain that at the first TFI, Brooksy had just got, like, his first set of these or his first batch of these or whatever, and we actually went tusky fishing with these.
Yeah. So,
and he had like 5 pairs, and I ended up with, like, bringing a pair back to the sunny coast and whatever, and he's like, brother, you need to post them back. Like, you're not keeping
He's just
them.
asked for 4 more. So
and, like, the best thing obviously with our live heritage and where we're at, it's like we have,
To be honest, like gloomy day too.
put a drone out.
To front.
Yeah.
You'll be laughing, but
Talk us through 'em.
yeah, we do a pretty kind of tight range within LXD, and the way we do that is through our live sunglasses, and we see shapes and things that work and for different industries and where it's at, and we go, all right, we're going to kind of promote that or a version of that into our top tier. So we don't just make the decision to go, all right, this is becoming an LXD Sunny. We try to leverage what people want, what they're using. Hey, what would they really like in that top tier? And make those decisions based purely off sales and feedback that we get within the market. But yeah, this is our Caspian, for example. We do removable blinkers. So all leather blinkers, they click in, click out. So you can wear them on the boat and then to the bar.
Great tagline.
Great
tagline we use.
You've said that before.
And I think that one came from Brooksy.
Yeah.
He needs to wear his ones to the bar.
Yeah.
But yeah, we use all TechLite mineral glass. So the lightest glass you can get on the market with the most clarity. As I touched on earlier, our factories go back over 22 years, and some of the tech and things that we get exposed to and the prices that we can get them at gives us this ability to provide such an inferior product on the market that no one else can do for that price point. So we have all super lightweight, double glazed TechLite glass. We have all Gorilla-Mid non-slip features, so you can wear all day. TR90, all hand polished nylon frames.
Super lightweight.
I don't think you'll find a lighter pair of glasses for glass on the market. And the struggle with glass is heavy. So people wear them on the nose, and you see everyone is on the boat and they come back and they've got all the nose indents.
Yeah.
And it's like, look, I won't say you won't have it, but you won't have it to the extremity of some of the other crew out there. And that was one of the major features that Matty first came back to us. He goes, I took my sunnies off, and he says, "Is like, hey, I can't see you being wearing sunnies," which was great. But yeah, the clarity through all of our crown glass is second to none. And I mean, you feel those. That's with leather on them too.
They're so light, eh?
Yeah.
It's funny, like the side, I mean, technical term, side blinkers.
No, well, Brooksy calls them side blockers.
Side blockers, yeah, sorry, side blockers. But like, I think like I'm probably direct quoting one of the, I think direct quoting Matty here. Like, it's kind of like, rather than being like this, you kind of just like,
You're focused.
yeah, like that you get that glare, like you get out on the boat, you glare coming off the water, glare coming from top down. It just kind of like locks everything in.
Brooksy swears by them, wears them. Matty doesn't wear them.
Yeah.
So you've just got two different approaches.
Yeah.
So
Well, you're not
Matty's
wearing- you
glass
don't
is
wear it up
very
to the
similar to
bar
that.
like that.
No, like Matty doesn't wear them. He feels like he doesn't need them.
Yeah.
Brooksy loves them.
Yeah.
And there we go. We've got two different styles of fishing, two different characters, two different people who are giving us feedback. And you go, all right, so we need to offer a bit of this, a bit of that.
But yeah, they just pop off.
But
Yeah.
that's where we listen to all of that feedback to come in and go, all right, fuck. Like these boys, like arguably the two best fishermen in Australia right now.
Possibly in the
And we're
world.
humbled
Possibly in the
enough.
world,
Yeah, we're humbled enough to have them on our team.
Yeah, we're the same.
And we go,
stoked.
Yeah, and we go, look, we're a small business in the grand scheme of things to some of these brands out there. And for them to be on our team, like we're humbled by it and we're stoked. And that's why we want to listen to them and go, all right, when your signature comes up, what do you need? What do you want? What little enhancements can we make? Like, I mean, you get limited in certain things with eyewear, what you can do, but there is still a lot we can do with this. And we're even bringing out like a more accessible price point for some of the younger kids and stuff, for example. So it's like these start at $259, we go up to $289. Everyone else in this market's sitting at $330 plus.
Yep.
But we're bringing in a couple by October, $189, $199, and we're just tweaking lenses and doing different things to where we can kind of make it a bit more accessible for that kid who's stoked on the brand and look, cost of living's hard at the moment. Maybe the dad can't fork it out.
That
for it.
$100 cheaper, they could get it.
But like they can stoke their grow out and they can wear what Brooksy wears or what Matt wears, and and feel like they're part of the team and things. And
Well, they'll have grommies wearing these stuff. So
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Totally. Like, and yeah, like my brother's kids wear them and they're into fishing and they love it, but they're a bit heavy for them. they're only like 6 and 9. So.
Yeah. Is there any like cool designs in the works at the moment for upcoming?
Yeah, we do a lot of square sort of frames at the moment. We've got a lot more wraps coming in. We've got some more with some blinker sort of things, especially in that price point. So people who want to try the blinkers but don't want to fork out the full ticket, we're doing a price point sort of blinker one so they can kind of get adjusted to it, and they're removable as well. So I'll get to understand the product, and then I think with all these other brands in the market, it's like I was touching on when we first showed up at After, it was like no one even gave us a shoe in. Old dogs, new tricks. And then suddenly everyone, like as the years went on, like more and more people kind of coming up with the booth and introducing themselves and kind of getting a bit of those introductions and market share and whatnot. And I think just making sure that it's accessible for everyone, and like we want to start that at the grassroots level.
I need to ask this. What happened? Interrupted. What happened?
Yeah.
What happened when you sort of like come into the fishing industry? Was it well received, or did you ruffle a few feathers? What was it like?
Look, I'll tell you that first after no one stopped. It was it was I stood there for a few hours.
Yeah.
But no, it's like it's funny, it changed, and I hate to use the analogy old dogs new tricks,
Yeah.
but they've all come around.
Yeah. Come around. Yeah.
Yeah,
find the
we've had
industry-
some classic old like tackle stores come on board that you never thought you'd convince.
Yeah,
And they're like,
they
hey,
come around at the end.
they're on, and like I've got
It can be like
all the
really
love
tough,
to
yeah.
give to the hot tackle boys, because they they definitely gave us a bit of an inroad, but that was also based on going, hey, here's the product, try, and Brooksy's involvement with them and whatnot, but they would never sell anything they didn't believe in, and that's why I love them. And Timmy and the boys are absolute legends, and we speak weekly, and they're killing it. So
Yeah, I think that was the best thing. Like when I first came into where we're live and LXD too, like the biggest thing was like we were like the disruptors to the market.
Yeah.
So like we kind of didn't have like I was given kind of free reign just to go like, hey, like if we're gonna do stuff.
Actually, on that with the After, I remember we did like a bit of an elaborate booth, and no one really paid attention, whatnot, as I said, but then we started seeing some competitors come by and taking photos.
Oh, yeah.
And we're like, oh,
Yeah, this is
okay,
cute.
right, there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
We're getting on.
Yeah.
Then second year, and we didn't think much of, I don't want to say, be too rude, but I didn't think too much of their booth.
Yeah.
And,
You can say it now.
and then the next year, they came with a bit of a step up. I go,
yeah.
all right, we're making inroads.
Yeah, people starting to notice.
That's it. Competition's healthy.
Yeah. And obviously done a few years, and then we go, oh, look, let's just do something different during After and go, let's get everyone involved for more of a community event and go, the Brooksy, let's do a film release. We're going to release a signature glass for him as well. He's got his own at the moment, but we're going to do a new one. And let's just get everyone from whoever involved.
Well, it's a perfect time to do a release. We got our gold class screening. Brooks has got
Hey,
his
exactly
thing.
right.
Salty Crew boys have got their
yeah.
thing. Like there's heaps popping. Yeah.
Plenty on this week.
So, yeah, busy week for the fishing industry, and look at us, we're living the high life.
Yeah, this is a pretty sexy office for us.
Yeah,
this week,
100%.
eh? We're just getting smarter at this. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to
I might
involve.
have to come get a job with you.
Yeah.
Ask her.
Payment on tax.
We don't pay much.
Yeah. Oh, nah. But no, it's all good. It's honestly just humbling in the response we've had. And like, I think our key kind of driver within this market is going in, like I've admitted to everyone I speak to, I love fishing, but I'm not the expert. But I know experts, and I fish with them and have the best time of my life. But if they come surf with us, they have the best time of their life.
Yeah.
And it's like returning that sort of favour and that stokedness. is where we've kind of like built the trust and the rapport with everyone that we go in, and
Yep.
and no one likes to be like told, oh, this is how it is, and oh, like if you go to a store and you try and do that, if I did that, they'd be like, who are you?
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, like let's chat and like I'll tell you about my life and whatnot and what we do, and I let the boys tell the story and all about our ambassadors and all the content that Jayden produces, and like the boys do a great job of getting that message out there to where it's very a modest message in that sense, and it goes, let the product do the talking.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So we're also doing the 4x4 adventure
Yep.
film invitational this year as well. It's obviously a new category. What are your thoughts on sort of like getting into that space? Like, what does that look like for you guys? Or
Yeah, we're currently in motorsport
Yep.
and a bit of outdoors.
Yep.
So we have another brand called Lost.
Yep.
We sell through Supercheap, and we sponsored Todd Hazelwood in motorsport, and we've got a few others kind of earmarked in that four-wheel drive space.
Cool.
And so
Any of it competing?
Lost stands
I
for
don't
live
think
outdoors,
so, no.
live outdoor sport and travel.
Yeah.
So we're trying to really build that market in itself as well. And we've had a huge year last year off it. We're stoked with where it's going, the partners that we have aligned with it. But yeah, it's definitely our next step. Jack was just showing me, showing Jayden and I, the old Defender 5 grand in SA. And
Our creative director,
it doesn't have an engine yet. And we're going to ship it over from SA and start a build in and create a bit of a four-wheel drive machine.
Lost mobile.
Yeah.
But it's mate, it's so funny. Hey, like it's like we started in surfing, and like surfing's so big, and then it's such a massive market, and then all of a sudden you find fishing.
Yeah.
And fishing and what those guys do is again just so massive. And then you have your 4x4s and all that kind of thing. Like so much access, it's so accessible. Again, it just grows and grows.
Yeah,
and
we're
grows.
sort of doing a similar thing. That's
Yeah.
why we're talking about moving into the surfing and extreme sports and stuff like
It's
that.
all about segmenting and things, and that's like how we've kind of grown our business. But it's like you do it correctly and you do it almost politely, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
in
you sort of got to.
business.
Yeah, you can't
It's
upset
like
everyone.
You can't come into a new industry and just like I mean, we are a bit of disruptors, but we're polite disruptors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we don't want to do it the wrong way either. We want the right people involved. We want to do things that resonate with the brand, that the product talks for itself. If anyone ever criticized or did anything, it's like, well, you can't pick the product apart, pick us apart, but don't pick the product apart.
Yeah.
And that's where we've kind of like launched ourselves in the motorsport, and now we're going to go in that kind of outdoor full drive thing as well, which we are in at the moment, to be honest. But there's so much to keep up with. It just keeps growing. I think everyone needs a pair of sunnies, and you start realising that.
Well, I reckon we'll be able to get you a few sales through the upcoming wildcard film comp for the 4x4 guys that we like.
Just have to send the contract for sponsorship.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, send me the discount code or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
For sure.
So for the guys listening at home, like, where do they get the sunnies? Where do they go and check them out? Where do they go and
Look,
test them?
we're in every major surf retailer. We're in all BCF stores, Hot Tackle, all your leading sort of independent fishing stores as well. But online's a huge one for us. So we dispatch same day. So you'll get them next day.
Cool.
So online, if you want to come on, jump on, and we prioritize that and we get them out straight away.
Cool.
Yeah.
So anyone coming to the screenings tomorrow, they can come up, chat to you about it, hit you with some questions.
Come chat.
100%.
Buddy, let us know what you're doing.
Yeah,
Let's have a chat. Look, we support everyone and grassroots, whether it's discount codes, free pair of sunnies for the Groms, this and that. We'll listen to everyone, and we're very liberal in our approach of who and what we'll support, because at the end of the day, we just want people stoked on it.
Cool. Cool. Well, that might just about do us, unless you got anything else to add.
No, mate, I think that's it. I think we've covered all bases, but I'm keen to see all the films.
Yeah,
stuff
no,
tomorrow,
we're
and
stoked for tomorrow. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
it's
sick.
It's going to be really sick.
I'm looking forward to it. It's
like I was
it's
saying,
such a good event. Everyone comes in town, and you have good catch ups, and then you watch some epic films, and look, I'm being biased with obviously.
yeah, I was going to say, Matty's everyone's.
I love
Yeah.
the Velocity boys so much as well. They're classic. So Yeah, no, it's good stuff. But I think next steps for us is we kind of want to leverage what we have out here and go look like iCast in Orlando and kind of bring that blue water fishing up at the reef and things and go, look how beautiful Australia is. Head over to that Florida sort of zone and go, look, we have the best zone in the world and look at the fish we catch. And yeah, we'll rely heavily on the boys to do that.
That's next on the list. When's that?
We gotta
year or the year after?
Look, we've been saying a couple of years, but we've got to take on the big dogs to do it.
Yeah.
Look,
Ready to pull the trigger whenever.
Yeah. You just want to get over it.
Yeah, I just want to go to the States, mate.
So do I.
I've been sitting here the whole time going, yeah, let's go. Yeah, we'll go. Let's go to Orlando, go to anywhere. But,
I got to tweak the budget a little bit.
yeah, I don't have to worry about stuff. I was going, Danny, there's this thing in America. There's this event in America we can go to, or there's this thing here we can go to in America.
Why is Danny staying in the chateau?
So there you have it, guys. Everyone could be in the US in another year or two. And thanks for coming on. We appreciate it.
Stop.
We're looking we're looking forward to what's going to unfold the next sort of couple of weeks, and hopefully Matty gets a win for you boys.
No, we're stoked to be a part of it and to support this, and it's such an epic thing you guys are doing year in, year out. It brings everyone together, so we're stoked.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Righto, let's wrap it up. The guys at home, obviously go to thefilminvitational.com. The films will probably be live when this is launched. And watch the films, vote for your favourite teams. You can go into the draw to win $150,000 Explore Dream giveaway just by signing up to watch the films. And obviously the winner's going to walk away with the $100,000 cash, and could be life-changing for...
Staying at the Langham.
Yeah.
Could be living at the Langham.
Beers on them.
That's it.
Sick.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, that was sick.
Cheers.
Smashed it. Boys can talk.
Mad. Let's do that, yeah.
Boys can talk.
Give the boys an audience.
Shit.
Holy.
Well done, Chris.
Let's get a round of beers. You can say sit down.